I got a very funny comment. I was kind of waiting for this comment on my YouTube, on one of my YouTube VODs, um, which was you can see it on part 32 with Shakito Oatmeal, which is which was like, wait, what? You're a guy? I would argue the name of Ivan, you know. I mean, I'm not Ivana, like I'm not Tobias's girlfriend. So I don't think I'm doing something like that. And my only response to that comment was just me saying, yes. What the, you're a guy, huh? Yes. Hello, Titanium Sword. Hello, Noodle, and hello, Nikon. Oi! How's it going over there in Straya? You're doing better, Noodle. Noodle. You're doing better. I remember you weren't doing so hot previously. That's why I went to bed early. Like 3 hours after that, I started barbecuing. So, yeah, time zones are funny, aren't they? There we go. My fan should now be. I need my fan to blow me. Okay, let's skip this cutscene. Wish to see someone from my retinue. Abelard, Heinrich, Skibilla, Pascal, J. Solomon. What about Yerlet? The Xenos will keep me entertained. Yeah, what? What? Huh? You should not have called upon me for the sake of your own idle amusements, Alantok. The children of Assyrian delight in unity, both with the universe and their kin. One of the ways in which we achieve this unity is symphonic creation. When an Assyriani wishes to rest and spend time with their closest kin, we weave images with our voices. Each of us adds something of our own until the melody becomes a harmonious tapestry woven from different sounds. It sounds fascinating. Can you teach me? Yurid looks at you curiously, though you see doubt in her eyes. I do not know how much you truly understand what I've told you. Still, if your soul seeks harmony... She closes her eyes and begins to hum a peculiar melody. It follows a strange, unpredictable rhythm as though she's drawing intricate patterns with her voice. Try to weave your voice into the melody. You begin to sing, guided by your own emotion more than any specific rhythm or motif. Every now and then, Yerila changes the flow of the melody, encouraging you to add something new to the song. A warm feeling settles over you like a gentle embrace, and Yerila's expression softens. We created an unusual tapestry together, Alantok. It is unlike any I've woven with my kin. You lack experience, but you understand the purpose of the wave, and in our brief melody, I found peace. Rielet sounds almost surprised and falls silent for a moment. I must leave now. May you find rest in body and spirit. The guy said you're a guy. But he threw some question marks to it. He was being like, what, you're a guy? I thought you were trans. No. No. I am as male can be. I have a penis, and I have a penis. I'm a dude. I consider myself to be male. The whole he/him thing. Now you might be wondering, why do you then have why do you have Vivian then? Yeah, that's actually one of the reasons. Them titties, yes, titties. The other thing is I really like Lysandra, but I didn't want to use Lysandra. So I told Qua to come up with something, and Qua came up with this. So I'm using it because I like it. Change appearance. No. Beyond the glass, the distant stars glimmer in the darkness of endless space, filling you with an odd sense of dread. Press? What happens when I press this? Oh? Oh? What is this? Using combat simulators does not inflict negative effects. Eh. Then you guys really want me to hydrate tonight, huh? Ah. Thank you for the hydration redeems. Okay. Okay, so what do I have to do now? There were a few quests I still had to do. There was an epidemic on one of the planets. Hey Yanris, I would like to order the shipping of bullshit. Hydrogens. The rarest critical hit chance in melee combat is increased by 8%. Eh. Correclave Outcast Visor. We know the wearer kills a target with a single ranged attack for the first time in combat. The wearer immediately makes an additional attack. I mean, that one is quite good. I do give up 10. Fusion Gun, Dark Lands, Keskrin Gauntlets. 20% bone crit chance. Calibrated Heavy Stubber. Rate of Fire 12. That's a lot of bullet. Psychic Breastplate. Reduce the chance of triggering psychic phenomena by minus 10%. If any parasol will manifest, the wearer gains an additional 2 Psy rating until the end of combat. Base armor property plus 2 deflection if the base wearer's willpower is more than 50. What is Lysandra wearing right now? Oh, yeah, that one is... yeah, that one is decent. So there's technically something I'm looking for. Whenever the wearer has 2 melee weapons equipped. Modified Splinter, Pistol, Arch Militant's Boots. When the wearer performs a melee attack after a ranged attack. That isn't the case. Furious Assault ability. Yeah, large medkit. Shotgun. Breacher Boots. Awakened Nightmare. Grimoire of the Void. Warp damage, but it will is increased by 4. 25 commerce and 25 persuasion. That is a ton. If any ally under the effect of the wearer's bring it down ability successfully hits an enemy with an attack or targets fellowship. Actually, this okay, yeah. There's 2 things in here I'm actually interested in. So tell you what, I have all these things for you. All these things I have for you.
A British screamer doesn't even play real video games. Pathetic. You should spend more time playing real games for real people. Then what do you consider to be a real game by real people then, huh? What is a real game for real people then, if you know so many real games for real people, huh?
Oh no, the ship artifacts I do need. You know the answer. Don't fucking tell me you're about to suggest fucking Funger. You are about to suggest Funger, aren't you? Add to cargo, add to cargo, add to cargo, add to cargo, add to cargo. I would never suggest that. You have gifted me 3 bits for that. Not ever. Yeah, you're suggesting Funger. You're suggesting Funger. Again, 60 subs and I might play that game. Emphasis on might. That is where those came from. What do you mean with those came from? I mean, this is good, but I don't know anyone that could make use of it. Remember NC10 to remove burning, bleeding, and toxin negative effects in all adjacent allies. Meh. They'll make another copy pasta as good as exclamation mark Sisyphus. I think it's gonna take a while until you're gonna top the perfection that was that. Like, I'm sorry, but it's really difficult to top perfection, you know? Neural system graft. You know what? Add to cargo. Add to cargo. Yeah, add to cargo. Add to cargo. 120 points of protection for each. Jokes, but I'm too tired to do jokes. Oh, don't worry. If you want to make a very easy joke, just talk about my life. My magnum shit posters. Don't talk in like 30 minutes, kick me, not gonna lie. How do you want me to kick you? Homie, how do you want me to kick you? Like, semi-honest question. How do you want me to kick you? Yay, Drusus Pater Schomtgun. I don't know, in the ass. I'm not into that, sorry. Okay, 5 melta torpedoes with 27 damage, okay. Can't get this. But I already have several of those. Happy, right? Happy to. Well, hello, NJ. Good evening. 5 melta torpedoes with 27 damage. I mean, it is better. 120 shield. This amount is doubled against enemy blast attacks. Yeah. I'll be going to sleep. Yeah, don't worry, man. I know. No need to apologize for blasphemous things like falling asleep. Don't worry whatsoever, man. Let me have better shields instead. Fury interceptors. Yeah, add to cargo. Add to cargo. Kinda wanna keep that one. Add to cargo. Okay. Yenris, I would like to talk about the transportation of goods. Okay, I don't think I'm going to... I mean, I have so many weapons here that I'm just not putting into the... Like, into the pool of weapons I'm gonna sell, because who knows? Maybe I'm gonna need one of these. I mean, I have the hunting rifle. The additional 5 base damage per enemy size class. A hulking creature 2x2 plus 5. Oh, this one is not that good. Okay. Add to cargo. Afflicts targets in a 2-star radius. The type to is warp damage. Add to Caw. Oh, you got Caw already? The wheeler gains a 30% chance to gain one more attack action after a kill. Heavy plasma gun. Add to cargo. No one is able to use this one, so add to cargo. Add to cargo. Add to cargo. Shots for this pistol never cause plasma explosion, plasma overcharge cause plus 0 AP more. You know what? The cargo. Don't think anyone's gonna use that, so add to cargo. This one I kinda wanna keep. Don't think I'm ever gonna switch this one, so add to cargo. Focus melter gun. I don't think anyone is gonna use that one. Add to cargo. Before we from cargo, we're on the grind. Hey, you grinding for that cargo. And when you get that cargo, it's gonna be magnificent. It's gonna be magnificent. We're gonna have 1 hour of cargo. Ying. Ying. Add to cargo. And this would be good on Argenta, but making enemies bleed is just better, especially for Pudzian. Run and gun. Yeah, cargo. Okay, nothing for you, for the Fellowship of the Void. I have a bit, level 16. I mean, I'm gonna need level 20, so that's very far off. Remember the wearer's area attack damages at least 2 enemies within a 2-cell radius from the wearer. The wearer against the kick ability, costing 0 AP to use until the end of their turn. Each area effect made by this weapon increases fail degradation by +0 and deals... Jesus, ew. The only thing I care about are these two. Carnage. Each successful hit with this axe increases the critical damage of this axe by 25% until the end of combat. Wait. Oh, holy shit, that's really fucking good. Oh, I might give this to Pudzian then. Oh, this is just way better. Oh, this is extremely good. I mean, it deals a bit less damage, but it has higher damage. But no, I'm investing heavily into these guys. What do you guys want? You guys want heretic trophies, Xeno artifacts? Hey, do we have any more? Here we have Xeno artifacts. Add this shit to cargo right this instant. Swift Shadows. Once per turn, I've used blood over. Yeah, cool. Earthbreaker. Each attack with this weapon increases the target's agility, toughness, and strength for -4. Wait, this is huge for Abby. Hey, Mr. Lord. Mr. Lord. I have a really good mace for you. I mean, per default, having this one, if something is target, I use the Anvil Chainsword. Yeah, the Earthbreaker is very good. I mean, am I gonna give this to anyone? Or Drukhoryu? I mean, maybe for Jay? Are you not Jay? Where's Jay? Here is Jay. Each hit decreases the target's weapon skill ballistics. Yeah, sure, but you're not really gonna be using those a lot. Oh, where's Pudzian? Where's Pudzian? I can give him a better shotgun. Wait, it isn't better. Wait, the one I have deals way more damage. But this one looks cooler. Nah, I'll keep this one. Okay, so add to cargo. I don't think anyone's gonna take the old shield. Armored body glove. Fencing body glove. Does 10% dodge against ranged attacks. And 2 movement points. I mean, who could use the movement points? Could you use the movement point? No, you need armor fit and promise, no. 15% dodge. Nah, I mean, Lisandro doesn't necessarily need movement. Add the cargo. Plus 15 to mechanic. No. Exploits against one exploit. That's not that good. Don't think anyone's gonna be wearing this, so add it to cargo. Cargo. What is this? Jewelry. Yeah, cargo. Don't think anyone's gonna take that one. Cargo. 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 I'm so worried hurts. Do you use that? And I have this for you. Child sled downs macabre, they inflict bleeding on the target. Yeah, I don't care. Area attacks to kill, damages at least 2 enemies. I mean, it would be Pudzian if anything. But being able to, like, ignore 15%... Have you ever decided to let it all go? All your worldly possessions and only combat the Xenos threat with what God gave you? No, because there is no God, there's only the God Emperor. I bet you haven't. You put too much trust in trinkets and the tools provided to you by various means. Yes. Yes. Wait, that might be huge on Abelard. Wait, no, give that back, give that back. Where's my cargo? Where do I check my cargo? No, give me my cargo back. Where do I check my cargo? I need to check on my cargo. Here. Show me my cargo. Where is this cape? Here it is. Add to my inventory. And given Abelard does a lot of the... actually, yeah. As long as the wearer has a shot effect, if member come in target and attack, they will automatically dodge. Yeah, this is huge on him because he does, like, do attacks of opportunity with his parry. 15% armor to warp them, yeah, add to cargo. 2 melee weapons. Yeah, her, I guess. Yeah, sure. Add to cargo. A familiar thing. But he can't wear it. Solomon could use it. I don't need this one. Don't need this one. Do you want this one? No. Cargo. I have a fuck ton of grenades. At the cargo. Wait, what do I do with these? I need to improve the rotated familiar maintenance stations. Can only be used if the rogue trader has the overseer archetype. Wait, so this is specifically just for the rogue trader, and I can't give this to Lysandra here. The rogue trader says familiar maintenance stations. Oh, okay. So those are useless to me. Okay, cool. Wait, some of that cargo might be important. Give me back some of that cargo. Where is some of that cargo? This might be... I can't get this cannot be stored in inventory, but can be packed into cargo. Then why was it in my inventory to begin with? The Warriors is not attacking because 1 AP less during the first come. Okay, add to cargo. Nothing gonna be used that one, so add to cargo. 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 Broke brain. Add to cargo. Add to cargo. Guys, guess what? We're adding it to cargo. I'm gonna have a ton of fire grenades. Okay. How much do we have to give to the Fellowship of the Void? We're at level 18. Cool, industrial hammer is not that useful. Increase the chance of triggering psychic phenomena by 15%. So what is that specifically? The veil between real space and a warp degrades, which can trigger psychic effect. Psychic phenomena are more disconcerting than dangerous, including the thoughts of people around the psychic causing omens. Psychic phenomena reduce the momentum of the party, distracting them from combat, lowering the morale, just causing bad luck. Psychics can be sanctioned or unsanctioned. Chances that sanctioned psychic because psychic phenomena are half. Unsanctioned psychics have they instead have they this is bad. Oh, this is good for Idira, but bad for Lysandra. Yeah, this is good for you. 20 knowledge to lower warp. Yeah, sure, you take this. And shoes. What shoes do I give you? You can have these shoes. You have a sniper rifle. Why do you have a sniper rifle? Here, if they ever get too close, you can just saw them. Just bzz. Not that I level you up at all, but you know. Toughness is increased by 6. Yeah, no, I'll give him this then. Add to cargo. 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 What is this? Melee weapon. Add to cargo. The risk was a critical hit with a ranged attack. Yeah, no thanks. Where it hurts. Add to cargo. Recall of all automatic weapons. No, take this instead. Add to cargo. Add to cargo. We need more cargo to sell. We need to sell more cargo. I don't have any more I mean, I have all these grenades that I seemingly won't be using anytime soon. I mean, what if I split this into a 1410? And I sell 14 of them. Oh, that does nothing. Cargo. 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 Well, they don't want Mechanicus creations. No, I need these two. I need all of this. We're gonna need Pudzian to go back to his axe-wielding days. I need him to wield that axe. I need Pudzian to wield those axes, damn it. Okay, so Vivo 6 needs my help. You don't need anything, you want those things. Yes, I want to need them. That's what I'm saying. I want to need them. I need to want them. Both are true. A deadly pathogen has paralyzed the colony. And rebels terrified. The planetary authorities are flummoxed. Pass the holy relics to... Burn down the regions by the epidemic. Ugh. A hot bit of the infection was turned to ash, and disease retreated, terrified by the rock traders as iron resolve. Yay. Yay, we burned it down and it cost us promethium, but we have plenty of that. Yay. Okay, anything on Zarkov? Frontier transport's still underway. Okay. Oh, I need a repair. What do I need a repair, huh? Did I just not repair after that? Oh yeah, I had that space battle before I fought, Air Fryer dude. I don't know what his real name is. To me, it's just Air Fryer dude. Contracts, people, provisions in exchange for provision. No. People in exchange for profit factor. Fuck no. Quests. I have to go to Footfall. Cabilla's waiting for the Lord Captain on the bridge. No. They're gonna call us rude, there's nothing to do but wait. Yes, we have to go to Footfall again. So let's go to Footfall. You need air, you need water, you need to shit and piss and eat. Everything else is a bonus. What about women? I like women. Do I need woman? Well, if I go gotcha, I don't need women. Woman is optional. Don't need woman. Roselio Prophecy. There's some Promethium here I could be snatching. Yep, give me that 5 Promethium while I'm here. You just want hole. Excuse me, a very specific hole. Ice hole. Excuse me, fart bath. I thought you knew me. Okay, is footfall here? There's foulstone. There's some adamantine here. But I want an axe that like continues increasing Pudzian's the crit damage. I should make a Lissandra on a hole just for you. I agree. I could be frozen. I agree. But this would imply Riot would make a merge for Lissandra. And that's never gonna happen. That just doesn't happen. The only Lissandra, so chart no roots? What do you mean I can chart no roots here? Okay. The only Lissandra merch there is a pin of her. The resources blessing. Oh yeah, I have to go here. Is a pin. 1 second, Jay. Is a pin in the Song of Nunu Deluxe Edition. That's it. That's the only physical merchandise there is of Lissandra, excluding posters, but those are made to order, and I wouldn't really consider I mean, a poster technically is merch, but it's just a splash art, so... Shireen, if you find a spare minute on footfall when you are not deciding on lackluster fates, I would be delighted to see you at my Amaricar in the Amesicus. I'll tell Okti to set aside some decent wine in case you decide to grace our humble party with your luminous presence. Amaricar, is this some kind of celebration? It is an occasion celebrated on my word, Ifrit. It is the day when a person shows by their actions that they have reached maturity, that their spirit is ennobled. Among the Ifritian nobility, this day is considered more important than other symbolic events, such as the first cry or the day of repose. And by a wonderful coincidence, my Americar happens to fall on the day when I also wish to celebrate my acquisition of the Mercatum Tabula Officiale. I bet you could sound with the pin. I don't have that pin. I'm not gonna spend, back then it was $90 just for a pin, it's just not worth it. What kind of people will be at this party? Smugglers and thieves? Only my nearest and dearest are invited. People whose visage makes my heart sing, my eyes glisten, and my lips bloom with praises for the exalted one. That's not to say that you won't encounter thieves and smugglers among them. They make up the majority, in fact. It would be a pleasure to attend your party. The lowly regulars of the Amescius will be telling their great-grandchildren about the time they had the honor of witnessing your dazzling visit to that unworthy dive, Shireen. And that is, of course, if they live long enough to see their great-grandchildren. Okay, yeah. Oh, I don't even need her to... Okay, thank God. Ooh. I mean, I could technically take the Lissandra 3D model and 3D print it. That is possible, and I could do that. As a matter of fact, I have printed her helmet once.
None shall stand in my way.
But that was more of a test thing that I could make. You're about Sargona, the arbitrators got to him. Let's drink to that bastard resting in the void's cold embrace. Hey, Jay, where are you? Where am I meant to go? I've only been here, Riza. Better be going. Nice doing business with ya. Okay, so why am I here? Stuck to the play. Oh, 100 logic here. Didn't see this one before.
That's how it's done.
The menu systems of the Adeptus Amescius look eerily similar to the design of the internal scan of the fuel compartment. Someone has inserted new data into the void ship's cargo data left over from ancient times. Really?
Victory awaits.
Gorgi Skatov. The flabby man in warm clothes is sighing sadly over a glass of murky booze. Only when he looks up at you do you notice his eyes, large, piercing, and full of sorrow, a stark contrast to his unkempt appearance. Could it be that someone actually wishes to keep me company? Allow me to introduce myself, Gorgi Skatov, architectural historian. You look deeply despondent over something. What happened? Gorgi sighs heavily. Here I go again, pouring my heart out to have you disappear in 10 minutes, just like everyone else before you. But alright, here is the story of Gordey Skatov, the unluckiest historian in the Imperium. I was born 2 sectors away from here. My family was quite influential, which allowed me to dedicate myself to my great passion, the history of the Imperium architecture. I spent a number of years studying every scholarly work there was to find on this art, and then, once I had inherited my family's fortune, I traveled and documented the development of architectural thoughts on different worlds, until one day, oh that accursed and blessed day, until one day I came into possession of something quite special. Gordy pulls what looks like a book or an album with a homemade leather cover out of his bag. Both the pages and the binding look well worn. Here it is, my undoing. This is an authentic booklet titled The Waynes' Design, one of the 1,000 that were printed centuries ago, in the times of Footfalls' construction. What a curious read! Please, tell us more! As Kessia takes a shy step forward, Gordy smiles and shows her some of the faded pages. Footfalls' founder, Lord Perismus, was obsessed with his creations' grand future. This booklet describes in detail what Footfall was meant to become upon its completion. Dozens of asteroids turned into glorious palaces and temples, massive bridges spanning the void itself, and the marvelous flying buttresses, the archivolts of the exterior arches, the elegant arrangement of balusters. And the interior, proliferous 10 stories tall and more than a kilometer long, cyclopean light tubes that catch the light of Erebundus and use it to brighten the holes in the hearts of the asteroids, stained glass windows and mosaics, bas-reliefs and statues. Engrossed in its own description, Gorday stands up and starts tracing the outlines of arches and galleries with his hand. Please I'm gonna keep listening to him. Emerging from his reverie, he catches himself, blushes slightly, and loudly flops back into his seat. I apologize, I got carried away. But you must understand how deep an impression this booklet left on me when my young self picked it up. I simply couldn't think about anything other than Footfall. I was ready to give up my life just to see this incredible station. And of course, no matter how hard my friends and loved ones tried to dissuade me, I still gathered all my savings and set out on a journey. It is no easy feat to cross 2 sectors, especially for a common citizen, albeit one who has some resources at his disposal. I had to change one ship after another, at times being forced to stay on transfer worlds waiting for a vessel headed in the right direction or for warp disturbances to subside. The voyage took me a total of 107 years, in real space-time, of course. For me, it was much less than that, somewhere in the neighborhood of 30 to 35. And then, after all those years, having spent all of my savings, I reached my dream. What did I see? A dump in place of the exquisite portico, metal anthills clinging to the columns, their marble tiles preferred by paupers to use as cladding for their hovels. Gorday hangs his head. It's been a dozen years since I came here, and I still haven't recovered from the shock. I had suspected that not everything from the booklet would exist in reality, but I had never expected to see Footfall in such a sorry state. It is like stumbling upon the horrible, decomposing corpse of your beautiful beloved. Argenta's gaze darkens. The warp, like a shameless thief, is guilty of stealing the short span allotted to his servants. But what sense is there in spending half your life in such an enterprise, only to then you lose your spirit and waste the remaining half on nothing at all? So then ink and paper too can lie and cause pain. Cassius sighs sadly. Does that mean that all I've ever read about will one day disappoint me with the ugliness of reality? You're an architecture historian. Is what happened to Footfall not part of its history? Yeah, isn't that part of its history? Goldie strokes his goatee in thought. Yes, Footfall's current appearance, slums fused together with the remains of majestic palaces, is a unique phenomenon. It would be curious to observe if other places have taken after it, thereby solidifying it as a new style of architecture, or if it still remains a local oddity. My word, you certainly know how to provide an unexpected perspective on things. Be that as it may, I just wanted to say thank you for hearing me out. Over the dozens of years I've spent at Footfall, not one person has hung around long enough to listen to my story to the end. It's such a delight to have shared everything that's been weighing on my mind. I'm poor as a church mouse, but I still have something to offer you as a token of my appreciation. After studying the booklet thoroughly, I discovered something interesting. a ciphered message scattered throughout its pages. Taking the form of a riddle, it describes certain places of interest and footfall. I believe it is the work of the booklet's creators. What if these riddles lead to something? A wondrous discovery. I would gladly share what I've been able to learn with you. Riddles? A flash of burning, almost childish curiosity brightens Cassius's austere countenance. Have you not tried to make this wondrous discovery for yourself? Of course, but I'm an old man who is blind in one eye and can barely move his legs. I never found anything, but it does not mean there's nothing to find. Tell me about the places these riddles lead to. The first location from the riddles isn't far from here. It's a bridge that was supposed to go through the center of this district and into the void towards a neighboring asteroid. Only a couple of its spans were built, and even those lie in ruins. Still, if the cache survived after all those years, it is there somewhere. The second location is the lantern of the great cathedral. A lantern is a small tower on top of a dome. You've seen Footfalls' atrium, haven't you? The whole atrium is just the nave of the former little cathedral. The Liege's entire so-called palace would have fit inside what was meant to be naught but a single room. The great cathedral, had it been built, would have been even bigger. But alas, its construction was just getting underway when the Wayne died and the work stopped. The lantern from its dome, however, had already been built and survived. It was brought inside the atrium and dubbed the Chapel of St. Drusus the Warrior. And that's all I know. I wish you luck in your search. I must take my leave then. Good luck. We have here leftovers of pitiful food and stuck to the sides of the plates. Wasn't there the bartender? Oh, no, there's no one to talk with here. Huh? Give me a drink, bartender. Wait, I can't even leave. Wait, I can't even leave. Then where am I meant to go?
I'll lay claim to the stars.
To talk with the guard. I once tried to join the Adeptus Administratum. Didn't work out. But guess what? I'm a full-fledged member of the Adeptus Armescus. Citizen. Yes, can I help you? Things are as hard as ever for honest folk on the Vladayum, but the scumbags are having a field day. Oh, refugee, you good? I went to join the Adeptus Administratum. Okay, some great looking folks we have here in the Adeptus now. Hey, wanna buy me a drink? I would. Suspicious prowler. Why didn't you clear off? I'm not paid to talk. I'm paid to watch characters like you. The decanter used to contain a cheap amasac, which, for the sake of attractiveness, has obviously been enriched with a deodorizing agent. Okay, I mean, there's more citizens here. Do you have business with me? Well, I don't know who I have business with.
Follow my lead.
As a matter of fact, I'm trying to find who I want to have business with here. The sated Octavian, the owner of the Adeptus Armescus, keeps interesting goods hidden under the counter for her friends. Stuck to the plates are lumps of sawdust, toxic waste that is sometimes passed off as ordinary nutritious. Sorry. Oh, here he is. Yeah, you were hidden well. He easily spot Jay in a group crowd around the table. No. The extravagant luxury of her attire and her gleaming augments set her apart from the rest. Seeing you, she exclaims, "May the gravitational wells on your words never lack for grip, just as my heart never lacks for joy at the sight of rogue trader Juan Valancius." With an approving chuckle, Octaviana muzzles, "I can't believe it. You actually roped the rogue trader into coming to your party. If the rogue trader raises a toast to your health, I start to believe you really are a princess, not just a smuggler with a gift of the gab. Please, take a seat, your lordship," observed the party. Jace's friends look exactly as you would expect, like hardened operators of the cold trade, are arrayed in the forbidding but glitzy style common to those who like to skirt the limits of the law. One pair in particular catches your eye, a young man and woman, twins, it seems, identical yet distinct from each other. The man has a lively face and a crazed look in his eye, while the woman is cold and calm and seems slightly drowsy. Octaviana readily tops up the glasses on the table, playing with the role of the consummate host, but you notice that her and Jace's chairs are drawn slightly closer together than usual for a pair who seem connected only by superficial acquaintance. How's the party going? We have been laughing and celebrating life, Shireen, as true friends do, but until your arrival we were but stars in a moonless sky, merely heralding your coming. Now we are happy. I'm glad to accept your offer then. Oh, Octaviana draws out the bottle from under the table. The glass is as thick as your finger and is covered in wax seals. With no exaggeration, this is the finest amasec that has ever graced this bar. Jay personally acquired it, as she says, for a special occasion. It seems that you are the special occasion, your lordship. The crowd around the table falls silent, exchanging awkward looks. It would appear they are unaccustomed to drinking in the presence of lofty individuals such as you. So these are your associates, Jay? The precious roses in the garden of my soul, and the golden little bees that bring honeyed riches to my treasure house. Yes, this is my crew of court traders. The two identical ones are the Tixter twins, my closest associates, Kor, a resident hothead, and his much wiser sister, Tora. Don't let her fool you, your lordship. She's only calling me a precious rose 'cause you're here. But it's just as I'm lucky if I get that arsehole with the gun. Kor chuckles good-naturedly. Because you are the asshole with the gun. If I tracked you out as many scrapes as Jay has, that's not the name I'd be using for you. I can call you that much. I can tell you that much. Kor's sister rolls her eyes. Pay no attention to him, your lordship. Kor has nobody to blame but himself for that nickname. Octaviana, you and Jay are friends? Octaviana offers you an arch smile. Friends? She's my worst enemy. The vengeful spirit of retribution sent me to punish for my youthful transgressions. Mistress Haydari has a special gift for knocking me off balance and dragging me into difficulty. I would have barred her from the Amaskis long ago. Amaskis long ago if it weren't for her habit of tossing money around like confetti and of paying triple for anything she breaks. Do you see, Sherry? Do you see the petty, miserly, callous, unforgiving friends the exalted one has sent me? What were you talking about before you arrived? Before I arrived? Business. My dear Tora, whose mind never strays from the chilly peaks of the mountains of money she's made, was telling me the latest gold trade news. Exciting times are upon us. We were not the only ones being tested for weak spots. Vladimir set on putting the old requisites out of business, and it looks like he's got Mercy's blessing to it. The big beasts are picking off the small ones. I think things are going to get more interesting from here on out. It means it's time for us to step up and become major players, eh? Kor winks at Jay. I know a couple of Chegnars from the old requisitors. They're dry as you like. You could tell them to cool their heels with us, and they'll be more willing than the other altars. You could take on Falco and even blow Vladimir out the airlock too. Kor, my sweet, before you go chewing Ficeline with Chegnars, you need to clear the altar and hide the pulses. If Vladimir's is playing all the lines, he won't touch me, but I don't want to shift the risk onto you. There's chatter about the commission. The conversation quickly turns into an impenetrable mishmash of terms from the secret argot of coal traders. Oi. Why is Pudzian floating? Why is Pudzian doing the lorry? Like... Wait, did I forget to turn on the YouTube? Yep, I did. So, hello YouTube. I completely forgot to turn on the YouTubes. Sorry. Hold on, lorry. Lorry floating. So, I can only imagine what Pudzian is doing. Is this. This is what Pudzian is doing. Pudzian is just flying, like just levitating. He's just, how do you to call it? Built different? Yeah, he's very much built different. The mystery of the druids. The man who has just approached the table is hideous by anyone's standards, a repulsive face, greasy hair, and bulging veins at his temples. His attempt at an amicable smile is so transparently false and off-putting that your fingers itch to reach for your weapon. With a surprised look askance at you, he says, Mr. Haydari, allow me to wish you a happy Americar. Master Mercy could not let such an occasion go unmarked. He sends his warm wishes and a gift. Mercy's gift. One comment, aware of this cloak and plus 15 bonus to fellowship when there are no enemies in a false radiant. Oh, Falco, I am much obliged and touched by your presence. May the fire in your hearth burn forever bright and hot like the stars of the grammar system. Tell Mercy that the show of his precious attention towards my humble self brought dew to my eyes and a song to my heart. Isn't Falco the one who stole Jace's cargo? The very same, the greasy piece of rock shit, Octavian says, wearing the sweetest, most amiable smile one could imagine. But the stars of the grammar system all died around 100,000 years ago, and the systems around them are a true breeding ground of death. Is it customary in the Casbelica to attend the parties of people you tried to ruin? After you got involved in the turf war, they all decided that a peaceful resolution would be for the best. This here is a symbolic confirmation of the ceasefire. Who is this Mercy? Some big, mysterious figure in the mission. The Casbelicus has put him here to keep a handle on things and to make sure the interests of the senior partners aren't forgotten. If anyone does become a bit forgetful, Mercy comes along, somebody dies, and everyone else panics and empties their pockets. Falco and Mercy aren't officially connected. Falco's just another prosperous mission agent like Jay and other people. But Falco's happy to do Mercy's dirty work for him, and that's why he gets preferential treatment. Where's your present for Jay, Falco? The smuggler stares at you unblinking with his pale eyes, saying nothing. Then he rearranges his mouth into a smile remarkable in its hideousness. Of course, your lordship, and this gift from me personally, Mistress Hilary. Yeah. As Falco turns away from the table, you see a snarl of feral hatred twist his already repulsive features. Even fools are bowing down before Jay Hilary. It is something worth celebrating. And what better way to celebrate than with a game? And with stakes, naturally. Today is my Americar, and that's what I want. Jade rolls a stack of curved plastic towels from her pocket. They are decorated with symbols and fine mag lines. Holding the towels in one hand and raising her glass with another, Jade asks, "What do you think, Shireen? Does the Rook Trader have anything he's willing to wager?" You recognize the towels in Jace's hand. It is a set of for 10-toe low, a game popular among gamblers. Each player is dealt several tiles, which can be rearranged into a pattern of a specific value by carefully matching up the mag lines. Whoever has the highest value wins. Voidsmen love playing 10-toe low, which is usually won by luck or skill. I don't know the rules. It's easy. Every player is dealt a few tiles. The tiles are connected by mag lines, and there are lots of possible combinations. You arrange the tiles in a design that has a particular value, and whoever has the highest value wins. Talking a mile a minute about the rules and tile combinations, Jade deftly shuffles the stack of tiles. Yeah, sure, let's play. Watch out for his lordship, lads. He was awfully quick to agree just now. I have a sneaking suspicion about a rogue trader acquired or his countless riches, but I'll warn you now. Playing for money is considered wrong on Efreet, because gambling is tempting fate. So instead, we're going to play for wishes. Look at my hand. You try not to stare at your tiles too gormlessly, but you can overcome if you have a decent hand or a terrible one. Glancing at her tiles and grinning, Jay declares resolutely, "I'm going to show my hand. The Exalted One loves me today." If one doesn't show one's hand, what then? Then you have a chance to bow out of the game without losing. But you can only do that before someone announces they're going to show their hand. Ah, fuck it, I'll show mine as well. Chuckling, Jay tosses her tiles onto the table. Her hand is significantly better than yours or anyone else's. And for my wish, I want everyone to drink to my good fortune. It has already granted me a gift fit for a queen. I'm talking about you, Shireen. May fortune continue to smile upon me. Everyone at the table eagerly raises their glasses. You join in before you're even aware you have done so. A new stack of tiles is already waiting for you on the table. You realize that moments have skipped past without your knowing. It seems that Amasak is somewhat stronger than you have thought. Let's try again. The pictures on the tiles are spinning slightly, arranging themselves into good patterns and in offensive phrases. When you look up, you see that everyone else apart from Jay has already tossed their tiles onto the table in disappointment. It's just a little too left of us, Shireen. I'm going to show my hand. Redeem and read them and weep. The sight of your hand sets everyone at the table into a flurry of excitement, but then the chatter turns into a roar of triumph. Jay's hand is the most valuable in the game. Damn it, I win again. What should I wish of you, Shireen? Given your profession, I would expect the promise of my assistance should ever find you some trouble in the future. You promised to save me. What an exciting adventure that could turn out to be. It's almost worth getting in trouble for. I accept your stake. The tiles dispersed around the table, forming piles in front of each player. You suddenly feel your body grow heavy. The treacherous Emasak is slowly robbing you of your clarity and thought of dexterity. Look at your tiles. Your hand is especially good or bad. This is the kind of hard play only by someone desperate who has nothing left to bet. Before anyone says they're showing their hand, I'm announcing a condition, seeing it is my America today. The only stoke I play for is a dance. I'll play. I'm not cheating. Glancing at your hand, Jay discards her own tiles face down. Mine are worse. Looks like you've won, Shireen. I'll be delighted to grant you a wish. The light plays on Jay's dark skin and glints off the silver augmenting on her throat. Moving with the grace of a sand snake, she holds your gaze and smiles mischievously. Her dark curls fall across her face, and you see the saucy glint in her eyes through her alluring curtain of hair. This dance is called the dance of the captive Ravanian girl. When the governor of Efreet Selim Khan, the bride, crushed the Ravanian rebellion, the daughter of the rebel leader was brought to him, the beautiful Nayana. She danced for him, telling him of the struggle of her proud people, and then she snatched a weapon from a guard's hand and aimed it at Selim Khan. But the spark of love that had kindled between them that day stopped the fizzling from igniting in the cartridge, and both Nayana and Selim Khan lived through that day, and then many more days which they spent together. Let us drink to the lady of the hour, Jay Haydari. The assembled group bursts into approving cheers, and the bar fills with the sound of clinking glasses. The Amasak tastes exorbitantly expensive, sweeping you into a kaleidoscope of flavors. Tart floral bitterness, honeyed sweetness, and then other, far more refined sensations that are nameless, owing to a small number who can afford to experience them. Bravo, Okti. This Amasak will do me very well. Very well indeed. Jace's self-satisfied reply elicits general laughter, and the tension at the table seems to loosen slightly. You wouldn't be cheating, perchance, would you? How could you even suggest such a thing, Shireen? Has Jay Haydari really fallen so low that someone could think me capable of deceit? Jay brings her hand to her chest in a tragic gesture to the approving guffaws of her associates. That's enough betting for me. Luck is very fickle today. Unlike Amasak, you can always trust Amasak. It always lies. Smiling sweetly, Jay presses your goblet into your hand. Her skin seems to glow from within, and the sparks of laughter in her eyes dance like flames. To Amasak's deceit. May you deceive, not live to regret it. Fog swaddles your mind in appealing ideas of other ways you could amuse yourself at this party. Surrendering to the maelstrom of chaotic thoughts, you let the all-pervading merriments determine your fate. The Pudzian kind of drunk. I swear, if this means I have now slept with Jay, take off Dick, install new one. Like, just cut off Peonits. Oh no. Thoughts tumble violently inside your head, periodically ricocheting off the inside of your skull and triggering bursts of piercing pain. Your tongue feels desiccated and shriveled in your mouth, and it scrapes painfully against your teeth. Light is the enemy. Self-awareness. Oh, don't tell me I had sex with her. No. Self-awareness returns unbidden, bringing with it an inexplicable sense of awkwardness. Your beleaguered body violently protests against the very idea of getting out of your soft bed. You hear a soft sigh beside you. Looking over, you see dark hair fanned out across your pillow. Jay, who is cozied up next to you, fast asleep, is fully dressed, just as you are. Or perhaps she's not asleep at all. Shireen, you certainly know how to have a good time. Try to remember the end of the party. You struggle to piece together your fragmented memories of last night's carousing. For some reason, you can truly recall the ingratiating looks of the warders that tried to persuade you to stop, the cries of the beggars to whom you gave an obscene amount of alms, and the stamping of the servitors that you rode around the station to Jace's unconcealed glee. You and I, we did not fall into bed together just to sleep, did we? Lusping into quiet laughter, Jay replies gently, No, Shireen, your conduct was entirely becoming of a rogue trader. How did the night end? I don't remember all of it. I think We shot at some people, over their heads. Some didn't offer us the required amount of respect. Then you said that flying a shuttle was easy and that you would bet your warrant that you could get us to the ship. We also stripped a man and burnt his clothes because the sight of them offended the Exalted One. I can still smell the singed fibers now. How do you end up in my chambers? I helped you get back to your quarters and then I couldn't find the door to get out again. And you graciously gave up. 35% of your bed for me. Yes, I think that's the number our haggling ended on. We need to make ourselves presentable. I'm sorry to say you're right, Sherry. No matter how soft the bed or how pleasant the company, there is a line we must not cross, and I'm perilously so close to doing exactly that by getting a couple of bottles of delicious medicine for our aching heads. Okay, so we didn't fuck. Okay, thank God. I would say Pudzian needs to lose his virginity to Cassia, but I mean, Pudzian, put me some Amasek, ease of mind, 10 willpower, and a double recap, and a froth recap. We have to. I must take my leave. So now I had some alcohol. Ay. Okay, so that's that. Not Captain's orders, but then resident of the sealed off area. Then just location in person. So do I now go back to Footfall and check on the pandemic thing there was? Yeah, Footfall, Martyrs' Endurance, Shadow Quarters. I mean, there's technically also the bridge, the two things I need to check on, so there's several things I can do here. We're light armor if we want to be able to dodge enemy attacks. That is for pussies.
None shall stand in my way.
So, has this been taken care of now, or... Goods. Oh yeah, A and V, that thing. So is the quarantine on safe now? Well, that depends. We figure everyone who could have died is dead and rotting, and disease and parasites don't usually live in corpses. We threw a few expendables in the quarantine zone, and we can say for sure that it wasn't the thirst that killed them in the end, not disease. Oh, I can finally go here. Nice. Finally.
Just as I planned.
I've been wanting to go here for a while.
Weakness.
Well, a while since the beginning. Now is not that. Yeah, more of these.
Keep a sharp eye.
Oh, what do we have here? Toxic knife. Okay. Medicate 100. Oh, down here. Okay. Wait. Open areas of skin have turned into a massive burst ulcer. The buzzing of flies and a heinous stench will complete the picture. People did not die from the disease. It seems they simply fought to the death over the remaining
A
provisions.
new challenge for me?
Hey. Activate the elevator. Hey, Lissandra, activate the elevator.
Success is the only outcome I accept.
We have the elevator. So if I wanted to go up here and I have the elevator. Oh, vagabond. Death, dressed in black, walked the streets and sowed disease. We need no rules or leaders, yeah. Should I be stealing from these people?
It's about time.
Yeah, I mean, Pudzian says I should, because it's about time. Cuffs horse late.
Nothing's impossible.
The Nether
for this
Covenant also
officer.
several show traces of repulsive mutations. To the mutants' lair. Oh, okay, mutants. Yay. Yeah, more of this A and V stuff. Reverend Hieronymus is teaching on the path to Saint Drusus. I ain't reading all that. Judging by the traces of destruction in the corpses all around, many people tried to break through this door. A door. Moans unintelligibly. Okay, more junk. Loosely buried under the piles of trash are bodies with obvious gunshot wounds. Yay! Gunshot wounds. The wearer cannot suffer the burning effect by walking over burning cells. The wearer inflicts the additional effects of burning whenever they stand on burning cells. When the wearer uses a single target attack. Oh yeah, that one, yeah. A pair of eyes light up in the darkness, too big to be human, too intelligent to be an animal. A moment later, the vision vanishes.
Victory awaits.
Ah, warp. There once was a mine entrance here, but it caved in decades ago. Cool.
I sense something nearby.
What do you sense nearby?
I'm not reading all that. Is it this here? Someone split water here. It hasn't had much time to dry. Death just in black. Ooh. Was it this that you saw? What did you see, old man? What did you see, old man? Gojira! 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 Oh, I saw Gojira. Oh yeah, this corpse. Yay! Okay, what's happening in the mutants' lair? I mean, I would presume there's probably a Nurgle infestation here. I mean, it's about illnesses. So it has to be. Ugh, this doesn't look very sanitary. Ugh. Mutant infector. Yay, lots of aggressive mutants.
And bow before me.
30 HP, 30 HP. 178. These guys are somewhat tanky. Yeah, we'll have to... Well, this is probably going to be super easy. As these battles tend to be. I put Lysandra there and I put Cassia here. Actually I should probably put Lysandra here then, Cassia here. Urilet here. Lordman here. And Argenta over here. I just those mutants.
Emperor, protect me.
Shields me.
What was that?
I'll do what it takes.
Did he shoot? What did he throw?
Pain and
Pulse grenade.
duty go
Okay,
hand in hand.
it is, what's his name? Papa Nurgel. No line of sight to the target. Well then, Pudzian. You move over there.
Let's see how they respond to this.
Now you can see him. Now you have no excuse not to charge on them.
Suits my purposes.
Yeah, no, just charge on it.
Not a problem for me.
And now
Nothing I
kill.
can't do. Nothing of value has been lost.
Nothing of value has been lost. Okay, Argenta. But can I reach that with... Oh, I need to reload. Okay, gonna have to do that next time. Devastating attack, a better area attack.
Faith without deed. As the Emperor commands, I act.
And that guy's on the floor, so...
This is why I was chosen.
Yeah, definitely gonna have to reload with her. Ooh. Brace yourself, Abelard! Ow.
Emperor protect me.
Grey hair, sure hand.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
I think this is actually an Abelard angle. I mean, he can hit several people with the shield.
Indeed. Reduced to dust.
Okay, then... Hey.
At your beck and call.
Oh no, I can't do
I
anything
will do
anymore.
my duty.
Okay, this was very bad. I mean, it was also just the extra turn, so nothing crazy. Here, have bonus stats.
If I may.
This is a bit of a waste, actually, but got nothing else to use it on.
I'm not accustomed to be as duty demands.
Foundation, I have 27 points. Not yet. Okay, can you hit the important enemies from here? You can barely hit anyone from up here. But if I put you here... Oh, this is horrendous.
I approach the designated position.
Putting her into melee
If I
range.
must.
Wait, these guys... Mutant Infector. Okay, so this guy
This
is
tedium is beneath me.
the only relevant thing
I
to
understand your intent.
mark.
I am not your...
Ah, I was hoping it would kill both. Can I do this one? Oh, no, that barely deals damage. Hey. Could kill the mutants. So whose turn is it next? This guy. Then you're
If
gonna
it serves
die.
your- Another soul slips beyond the veil.
I feel I could have done claim the bounty.
I can handle this.
What was that about? Brace yourself, Abelard. Completely forgot about you.
At your beck and call. Compared to naval service,
Bonk.
that was barely a challenge.
It's an Earthbreaker, yeah, reduces agility, toughness, and strength by 4. Yeah, that is... okay, okay.
Indeed.
Okay... Yeah, sure.
will be done.
Taunting Scream towards these guys. Better parrying and... you specifically.
Don't touch me.
I took care of this one.
Good one. I mean, this should be easy. I mean, it's mostly just...
It's as good as done. Do not disturb the great enemy.
yeah, I mean, this is not gonna be all that difficult. How low is that guy? Fairly tanky. Okay, these guys are tanky, then I suppose... Can I see these guys somehow? No. I can see this guy. I can try killing him with this.
I have seen this before.
Yep.
In my exile.
I have seen this before.
I'll see to it personally.
I have played these games before. Wow, 33 damage. Spread the disease. What are you guys trying?
Oh, my ears are ringing.
Oh, my ears. Oi, oi, oi.
Never wavered in the face of adversity.
Wait, hold on. Isn't this good? So it's a little toxin. So right now Pudzian has 5 deflection.
All too easy.
And he has 8 deflection. Okay.
Nothing I can't do.
Make it a
Not a
guaranteed
problem for
crit.
me.
And more bonuses.
Absolutely not. Suits my purposes. You don't stand a chance.
Sorry, me. Sorry. Okay, Argenta, yeah, you're gonna have to move over here. Can you even shoot both of them? You can.
I'll do it.
Why did I kind of just sound like Muscle Man? Yeah, I think this one will be a bit better because singular attacks. Boom. And then boom. Oh, I have 8 attacks
I'll
left.
do it.
Wait for the situation to resolve itself.
To decay.
Well,
Just a minor setback.
I can't say I waited for the situation to resolve itself. Call of Nurses never did away with companion quest. Card inverted. Show completed quests. Critical toss. Titles can Kagita on the bridge. Both of Wolfman did come stronger than might and perfect match of the champion of chaos. There's nothing to do but wait. I mean, I took care of it earlier than I needed to, so I'd argue that's kind of taking care of it.
I've suffered worse.
Just as I planned.
I mean, should I have waited? Maybe. I didn't now. Boo-hoo. Boo fucking who. So boo fucking who be it. Oh, what is this? Imperial Pride. Damage against Xenos, Psychist, Servants of Chaos increased by +4. Yeah, but that's a regular... That's a regular one. I don't like the regular bolters. If it isn't heavy bolter, I don't want it.
My house would be proud of me.
A journal of one of the locals. The handwriting is barely legible, but it appears to mark the births and deaths of the inhabitants of the small community of mutants. There is no one to add to there's no one to add to the last entry.
You interrupted my
When the faithful are idle, heresy grows.
Oh no! Wait, now it's reloaded. Then why was it not reloaded in the last battle? So these people were spreading the disease. The set of chemical regions increases the damage of all bleeding, burning, and toxic effects. Nah.
None shall stand in my way.
Wait for the situation to resolve itself. No. Divine intervention. Ah. Woof. Woof. Well, that's that taken care of. And there's a lot of areas here left. So, rumors. In the footsteps of history, the Wangar trader comes a pilgrim, give the rogue trader into the token of thanks. Cache in the old bridge. Destroyed bridge in the shadow quarters may contain a cache left by the builders of Footfall. So the destroyed bridge.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
This was a disease with a pack of mutants. They've been exterminated. Mutants, is it? Funny thing about mutants, you keep burning them and just keep popping up. Well, thank you kindly for the help and the details. Footfall won't forget it. Me and the lads will drop by their lair and clean up, make sure there's no disease left. I mean, oh, goods. Oh, yeah. Not from the bridge cache. The crumpled note. The crumpled note only has this small fragment of text left. You're on the right path, Seeker. The other cache is. Oh, cool. Thanks. Thanks for the waste of time. Thank you for that. Yes, thank you.
It's about time.
Where's the other cache? Fulfill's great cathedral was never built. A turret that should have crowned its colossal dome, where it serves as the chapel of Saint Drusus. Dark hideout. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to go to the rest of football now. Ladi 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 la blech.
Victory awaits.
Was it here? No. I was thinking martyr, religious. That was my thought process. I forgot the martyr's endurance is the bar. Atrium, I guess? Yeah, atrium. So now I need to go to the Saint Drusus thing. Man, that fucking crumpled note. Just like, hey, there's a cache there, you might find something. Oh, go over there, you're gonna find the other cache. But it did say caches, plural, so there's more than just one more. Okay, so where is the... Here, Hieronymus Doloroso. Hieronymus Doloroso. So somewhere here... Oh, there's something here on the floor. I would love to pick it up. Oh yeah, that again. The sight of this cogitator would be enough to break any tech priest's heart. The machine is leaning slightly to one side, grimy, covered in scroll drawings, with frivolous writing scratched here and there on the casing. Several keys are missing, and the rest are coated with dust. I tried to repair it. After a series of cracks and creaks and groans, the cogitator's dusty screen lights up. On it are several lines of text, section headings. Welcome. The screen flickers a few times before revealing to the world a text in low Gothic. In the name of the founder of Footfall Station, conqueror of stars, builder of outposts, the noblest rogue trader Persimus the Wayne, and on behalf of all his descendants, I welcome you. This cogitator was installed on the order of the illustrious Persimus so that needy may tap into the flow of his wisdom. Cast your eyes upon the list of sections and choose what you wish to know. Arbel's brow furrows. Persimus the Wayne? I've never heard of such a rogue trader house. Lord Captain Persimus the Wayne, one of the trailblazers of the Curnus Expanse and this station's as founder. I've read about his great deeds. Lord Dwayne was once a colonel of the Astra Militarum, but by his will, later inherited a warrant. He accumulated enough power to gather a small fleet of loyal allies and venture out to conquer the Curnus Expanse. They say Footfall was meant to be his personal palace world, but the construction dragged on for decades, and Lord Persimus eventually died of old age. His enemies instantly tore Footfall to pieces and turned it into the bastion of humanity we know today. One that is full of bandits, privateers, hustlers, and rogue traders. Please prefer self-Cassia, not slightly let everyone know that the lecture is over. About Footfall. Footfall Station has been envisioned by the great Persimus Dwayne as a palace in the stars, as majestic as the spirit and mind of its creator. As of the year of the cogitator's installation, merely a small fraction of the great Persimus's designs have yet been made a reality, but already their audacity and grandeur are staggering. Footfall is to become the gateway to the savage and barely explored Curnus Expanse, a foothold for future conquest by the Imperium and the noble Persimus Dwayne, who acts by the Emperor's will. Cogitator wheezes and blinks, clearly trying to shut down. Attempt emergency repair. The cogitator whirs and the screen turns back on. On the first structures on Footfall was a colossal statue of the Emperor. A whole asteroid was used for the creation of this sculpture, but even its titanic proportions cannot convey the awe that every faithful servant of the Imperium feels before the Master. The statue in the center of Footfall is the same way that the Emperor is the center and heart of the Imperium. As construction progresses, new small asteroids are being attached to the statue, their surface serving as a foundation for glorious palaces and temples, and their inner tunnels as a home for the commoners and rabble. Orsimus Dwayne's design. The cogitator flickers and grunts before displaying a tapestry of text. The great Parsimus Dwayne intends to conquer the Cronus Expanse and build the most grandiose structure which will shine through the ages, praising the names of its creator and his descendants. Footfall, the palace in the stars. The glory of the great Parsimus' deeds will live on throughout the ages, and his grand designs. The cogitator hisses and grunts as it tries to clean its inside by spewing out dust and detritus through its cracks. The cogitator hisses for a while, then the screen flickers and once more shows the words, "The great Persimus Dwayne intends to conquer." Oh, okay.
I won't tolerate weakness.
The statue undoubtedly depicts Persimus Dwayne, the legendary rogue trader who founded Footfall. So, Mr. Doloroso. The Emperor protects. The Hieronymus Dolorosa's unblinking eyes fixing Uriel. I know why his voice, vested to protect the Imperium's borders from the intrusions of the enemy of humanity, would see fit to keep an ungodly Xenos in their retinue. But I say to you, repent, young von Valancius, and pray to the Emperor for forgiveness, for your soul has forevermore been stained with the taint of an outsider. There can be no virtue that which is contrary to his divine will. Euryalus is busy studying the local architecture. It would seem that she finds Footfall's bustle far more interesting Hieronymus' word. Given the diary of the captain of a wasteland wayfarer, your expedition perished. He studies the diary for a while in silence and says grimly, Captain Virkil was a kind but fallible man. So was my brother in service, Gravik. So were the millions of pilgrims who boarded the wasteland wayfarer many years ago. It grieves me that their kindness failed the test that the void presented with them. Let their death serve as a reminder to us. Corruption has many faces and can stain even the purest of souls. Thank you for the news, Lord Captain. Colony AIII-649-Minoris is hereby officially declared fallen and lost. I found a scripture of the ruined abode of Jesavin. When its blasphemous stands of the cold mirrors of the afflicted. I found this. What is it? Are martyrs' work from a lost colony? No, Reverend, it's a blasphemous text, the product of the mind of a heretic, apostate who betrayed humankind. One should know the face of one's enemy. Hieronymus nods grimly. Your vigilance is great. We will steel our hearts against this new breed of heresy that is pressed into these unclean pages. The crest has been full, the cultist and the shadow quarters has been cleared out. A grim smile brightens his features, and he makes a sign of the Aquila. I hope that their suffering was commensurate with their deeds. Is it true the pirate Denz Bellardo was your parishioner and that he endowed the Drusians with donations? It is. Over the course of his life, that reprobate had burdened his soul with many vile and egregious acts. His confessions were akin to a grand catechism listing humankind's imminent vices and enormities. It was all the more painful for him to realize that, of all the heinous acts he had committed, not one had been forgotten by the Emperor. Denz Bellardo was afraid of death and that which would await him after. He hoped to atone for his misdeeds, yearned to convince, if not the Emperor, then himself at least, that he had been more than a conscious speck of malignant wool his entire life. He there's a chance of redemption. And it is true from his creeds above all else. The greater the transgression, the more miraculous and wondrous the repentance. I'd like to take a look at what fallen St. Drusus have to offer to me. Give me. Can we move a conversation to a place befitting of our rank? Why? For a missionary, his temple is the patch of deck beneath his feet. Where I stand, I can clearly see the life of my flock, all its bustling, blooming, and wilting. Here I can see their vile urges, futile hopes, and flashes of sincerity. If I were in the habit of locking myself in the temple, would I have made it in time to intervene in the massacre of your subjects from Kiava Gamma? No, truth resides not in golden halls, but here, in the square, among the people. Golden halls are home to other, far filthier things. Okay. So, is this the thing?
Stand in my way.
I mean, I wasn't really here for Hieronymus. I'm looking for... What was levels are situated between huge support? You know. So, the turret would have crowned its... So, Footfall's Greek Sea was never built. The turret that would have crowned its colossal dome is now located in the atrium, where it serves as the chapel of Saint Drusus. So, like, here somewhere.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
So, oh, this was this. Oh, this. Oh, yeah, this quest line. Yeah, this funny quest line where like everybody could clearly tell it was it was a trap. Okay, the chapel of Saint Drusus, which would be here. Or to emergency work orders, pilgrim. But like here, this is the chapel of Saint Drusus. There's mismatch of devices and cables. You notice equipment from totally different eras. Some ancient, some merely old, and was hastily tossed together in more recent years. Okay, but the chapel of Saint Drusus is like right here, is it not? Like this here. This right here. This is
Follow
where...
my lead.
Or is it somewhere else? Maybe there's a temple? There has to be a temple of Saint Drusus. Where is that damned temple? Warehouse, the rest of Footfall, the Legis Palace, Hieronymus Doloroso. More of these fuck-ass pamphlets. Is this it? One of the many altars, it looks better tended than most places on Footfall. You're on the right path, Seeker. Remember the place, small quay, large windows. By the windows in Dock Alpha Row.
A new challenge for me?
Wait, maybe I have something to talk with the dude. With the Baldy. Baldy in here in his little abode, Vladimir. Your Lordship, the first ships from Janus have already arrived. The station is no longer facing famine and predatory interests of the Gordai dynasty. I must admit, right until the last moment, I did not believe that you would come to our aid without an ulterior motive. Your ascension makes me wonder if life in the Cornus Expanse is changing in a most unexpected way. Oh, okay, so he just said, oh yeah, thank you. Thank you, lol.
Victory awaits.
Thank you, lol. The outside. Yeah, I have to go to Alpha Row. Almost any item can be placed in cargo. Exceptions are quest items and narrative objects. Good. Imagine you would like put like you would sell some like super important item for the late game. And just like, oh yeah, I soft lock myself. Lamau. Opticon 22. Oh yeah, Opticon. Hey, about that incident, yeah. Show the data slate, profit factor, yep. So what did it say? Small quay and large windows. Small quay and large windows. Small quay and large windows.
I won't tolerate weakness.
I mean, I would assume that's like... Have I not been here? I have St. Drusus. No way I have been here. I remember this, but it's probably somewhere here. I mean, there's large windows here, so probably this way then. Small quay, large windows. Oh yeah, there we go. Where is it gonna take me now? The answer is close secret. Remember the word. Remember the word realizing. Remember the place. A tunnel in the shadow of a bridge. A bridge in the shadow of the great statue. Look for a cache in the old tunnel in the shadow
None
quarters.
shall stand in my way.
What is this fetch quest bullshit? Shadow quarters. Good thing I have an SSD. Like I have this game on an SSD. Wow. 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 So, a tunnel in the shadow of a bridge in the shadow of a great statue. A tunnel in the shadow of a bridge. There's more of these blasphemous papers. Tunnel in the shadow of a bridge. The huge wall that rises above the chaotic buildings of Footfall is strikingly different from small houses and squalid huts sitting huddled under the soaring arches. Is this it, or just meant to... Oh, no, I don't need this again. I mean, a tunnel with large statues. I mean, I only really see large statues here. Does this count as a tunnel? Does this count as a tunnel? Does this count as a tunnel? Which of these count as tunnels? A tunnel in the shadow of a bridge. So a tunnel in the shadow of a bridge. A bridge in the shadow of the great statue. So there's a great statue here somewhere. And there's supposedly somewhere a bridge. That is... I mean here, maybe? Just give me a reason, I'll cut you in a second. Yeah, sure you will. It's just a rogue trader, you know, nothing fancy. You'd just be skinned alive if you decided to hit the rogue trader. I think it's in the warehouse. I mean, there is kind of like here, maybe? And there is a bridge here. Maybe here? Nah.
I'll lay claim to the
Shadow.
stars.
Hold on. A tunnel in the shadow of a bridge. They ever go down to the mutant quarter? It's like the only other place where I can imagine like anything. Part of an ancient sewer system, perhaps it's somewhere deep within the asteroid. Somewhere. Where? Somewhere. But I also see no big statue here.
Victory awaits.
Is it in the mutants' lair? Oh, toss the rubbish aside.
The
Maybe
Emperor
here.
favors me today.
This is the final stretch secret. Remember the second word, design. Remember the place. Cogitate the statue of the founder, small temple. I already was there. I was just there. If I'm not gonna get the Dick Suckertron 3000 at that cogitator, there's gonna be blood on the streets.
I won't tolerate weakness.
You won't tolerate weakness. Atrium, yes. Also, did I just see Urilit on the front? What is Yirilet doing at the front? Why is Yirilet at the front? Yirilet, why are you at the front? You shouldn't be at the front. You should be in back. I don't think I want the sniper to be in front. Yeah, Yirilet for some reason is at the front lines. Meanwhile, Abelard. It was Abelard in the center. Okay. Saint Drusus. So what does this cogitator want to use the keys and the two words realizing design? While you're pressing the keys, the cogitator appears dormant, but as you enter the last letter of the second word, it suddenly comes to life. Triumphant music pours out of it, followed by a voice. A man's voice, pleasant, with a somewhat dated pronunciation of Gothic. Greetings! Greetings to you, keen wanderer, who found my message and solved my riddle. I, Parsimus Dwayne, master of footfall, trailblazer of the expanse, am pleased to welcome visitors to my magnificent palace in the stars. Footfall is my great creation. It is what marked the beginning of the Imperium's triumphant march into the currentless expanse. You are here because you managed to discover the message in the Almanac of Footfall published on my orders and find the caches I had installed at select sites. You have seen the view from the dome of the great cathedral, the void-piercing arches of the Providence Bridge, the stars' cold gaze through the windows of a small quay. Only thus, step by step, can one experience the scale and the elegance of my creation. Footfall's sights are their own record. However, I've prepared a gift for those who might unravel my riddle. Approach my statue, for the gifts await you there. Remember, nothing must stand between you and your design, no matter how audacious and grand it may be. The voice quiets. You hear a click from the statue of Footfall's founder, as if some hidden locking mechanism has been released. So, what do I get? Each use of Revel in Slaughter increases awareness perception by +10 until the end of combat. Okay. For each kill, the wearer increases the critical hit chance by 5% until the end of combat. Okay, those are okay. They're not bad. So this one, the wearer is his range attacks inflict 7 levels of bleeding on their target. For every kill, the wearer increases the critical. I mean, does she really need it? I can't hurt to have it, though. I can also give this to someone else. I mean, she doesn't really use... I mean, she uses Revel in Slaughter. I mean, a higher perception would not be bad, but... I mean, why do we even need higher perception if the Blessed Bolter casing just makes it that I always hit? Where's the major attack because the target's dodge? What is the clip he has? 10% parry reduction and 5% armor pen. Yeah, no, you should probably take this one then. No. His heroic act using better increase the wearer's dodge by 20% to the end of combat. If psi power they use. 5 psi rating, wow. Okay, this was not half bad. We actually found something good through this. Golden nourishes, yeah, card inverted, talk to Cabela, yeah. Divine Udyria was part of Roxy's retinue, perhaps she can unveil the... Oh, this was about Nomos. Every vessel complete a development project with the highest difficulty in any colony. Didn't I already do that one? How is Zarkov doing? Okay, Zarkov is done. Prometheum rigs. The enemy of my enemy. Oh yeah, one of these need to be done. And I think I was gonna go for this one. Conditioning feature. Maximum wounds are increased by toughness. I mean, this would technically be correct, but I don't know, the xenotech and the chemicals. I mean, Pudzian immune to toxin, cannot be prone, pushed away or staggered, and dodge penalty is reduced. I mean, what does Pudzian currently have? 2 deflection against ranged attacks and 10 toughness. Hmm. Repo 6. Oh yeah, I get that. Thank you. Okay, more of that. Thank you. More hydration. More hydration. Oh. Thank you for the hydration. I mean, I could xenotech and chemicals. I mean, I could do this one, but the enemy of my enemy. Plasteel, adamantine, security, complacency. Wait, I wanted to do this one, I remember. It's sort of first limit to get 18 temporary wounds for 1 round. This effect triggers even if the attack was blocked, dodged, or parried. Does not stack. This could be good on Lard Man. FGS rat. No, I didn't want to do this one. So it really boils down to. Oh, okay. So their involvement should be recruited into a specialist reconnaissance squad as the Shadows of Zarkov. They shall bear a lifelong duty of charting maps and searching for safe passages to the planet's lower levels. I mean, this one technically helps me more. This would give me 8 more HP, which would result in more strength. Bench shall see the construction of infrastructure required to work coordinate and supply troops so the protectorate's best remounts arrive to train the fighters of first. You know, Shadows of Zarkov. Yeah. Okay, anything else we can do right now? Which also binding could be. Kibble is waiting. Okay. Entangled in colossal root lies the Xeno ruins of Zarkov, the grave of the Rogue Shadis' enigmatic ancestor. Clearing the path will take days of backbreaking toil. There's nothing to do but wait. Curiously mentioned explorer tech priest yet no lost contact to who owned a cyber beast equipped with an unusual protocol. Perhaps Rogue Trader will be better recommended as system speculo. The Rogue Trader but falsely would have overpowered and fathom entity serving the arch enemy. Glory to the Von Valencia's dynasty. Middle of the captain of usual fun is so bizarre rodents. Wait, what? Bizarre rodents? What do you mean? What do you mean? The Rogue Trader's crew once came across a plundered vessel containing the ancient machines. This time Tech Priest greedily inspected everything down to the lost cog, but all they were able to scavenge was another fragment of another aerotech mechanism. Perhaps somewhere in the expanse there are more ships like this one. Cash on Kieva Gamma. Yeah. Lord Inquisitor Xavier calls a powerful mysterious figure who plays a pivotal role in the fate of the coordinates so as to get extends even a Rogue Traders. Extreme relocation to the core weapon of stealing suns in a Coronas expanse. Let's see what's on Rampage, yeah. The Wandering Trader calling himself the Pilgrim gave the Rogue Trader ancient Imperial documents as a token of thanks. It's supposed to be believed 2 centuries ago, with some crossing of paths in the expanse, an entire Imperial world perished. I mean, do I give away 4 Xenotech for profit? Yes, I do. Do I give away people for profit? No. I'm better than that. I do not do shady things like that. Brace yourself, Abelard. Abelard, Lord Man. The man of the Lord. The lardiest of men. Yeah, just add to cargo. I'm not giving it away the multi-melter. Pudzian needs to have the multi-melter. Multi-melter. I mean, 2 more MP. The wearer of this cloak gains plus 15 fellowship whenever there are no enemies in a full cell radius. I mean, plus 15 to fellowship, that would make it 98. Doesn't she have a few talents that work off of that? Types, features, ally coordination, makes an attack to gain. Whenever the officer makes an attack to gain 5 fellowship, yeah, she doesn't really do that. Spin around, unknown origin. Every enemy to navigate descendant lines reduced by 8, and base of that. Gains plus 5 fellowship and additional fellowship and navigator talent. Navigator power has been taken, but that's currently 3, 6, 9, 12. 12. So not 12. No, 11 plus 5, 16. Okay, it's somehow 18. All navigator powers gain 14% critical hit chance. When an ally in combat gains an extra turn, navigating 5 plus 5 willpower. Heals 7 wounds, scaling with willpower. Every second turn. Okay. Ally suffers 16% less damage and it scales off of perception and willpower. Enemies damage from navigator suffer 30% additional damage and resolve. Okay. So I see nothing. Where it's fellowship. Oh, here. All the Master Tactician's abilities work as a Master Tactician at 8 more stacks of tactical advantage. Okay. Whenever an ally grants a Master Tactician stacks of tactical advantage, the heals also move for every stack generated. I didn't see many things there where it scaled with fellowship. Profit factor 100. Augmentation, yeah, we're not augmenting her. Littlest there, this damage scales with willpower. Glimpse of fate, willpower. Damage scales with willpower. Skills with willpower. Plus 60 momentum. Okay, this skills with fellowship. So this is where we have that. Finest hour, finest hour. Voice of command. Gives the characteristics by... Ah, okay, so this is where fellowship comes in. Okay, yeah, that is enough fellowship stuff for me to actually consider switching it. The fire or strike count for any weapon capable of burst attacks. Well. Whenever the warrior ends that turn, they remove burning, bleeding, toxic, negative effects on themselves and all adjacent allies. Or was it Mercy's gift? Alright though, but... stream... Oh, we still have so much to do, we're still at Act 2. Like, we've... I think we have advanced the story. I think we have. And we've played for 118.8 hours, and we have barely gotten up past Act 2. Makes me wonder how much content is there going to be in Act 2 and 3. So, I mean, how long was my Pathfinder playthrough? I think Pathfinder 1 was also 300 to 400 hours, so we are probably never going to finish this game. I can't say I mind, just means more fun.